What
I
day
know.
that say I consume alcohol? Because that's the day that I emailed my lawyer that day, and I was at work. You must have alcohol in there, so it's like y'all saying that I actually took a cup. I actually put it to my mouth, and I actually drunk the alcohol while I'm pregnant.
How far along are you?
5 months.
She's consuming alcohol while she's while pregnant.
Oh.
You're 5 months pregnant. You have positive alcohol usage on August 3rd.
No.
Am I reading Mandarin? I mean,
That's
right?
according to the device.
The device says that you're drinking.
That was hand sanitizer at my job, which I emailed my probation officer that day. It's not alcohol. That's why they took me out the register and put me on the floor to where I won't be around anything that consume alcohol, which is the hand sanitizer at my job. And I let my probation officer know.
Sanitizer dissipates in a matter of a second. Once you put it on and you're done like this, it dissipates in a matter of seconds.
But they write down all the registers and stuff. I have not consumed any alcohol at all.
That's not what this report says. Not only does this report say that you're consuming alcohol, you have excessive skips while you're on probation as well. Your
Honor.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, so April 4th, skip test. April 16th, skip test. April 18th, skip test. April 24th, skip test. April 25th, skip test. April 29th, May 2nd, May 15th, May 19th, May 22nd, June 2nd, June 4th, June 8th, June 9th, June 13th, June 16th, June 23rd, June 25th, June 26th, June 30th, July 2nd, 5th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 15th, 16th, 18th, and it goes on and it goes on as the day is long.
I was here on the 11th. I seen you on the 11th. We had court. And I said I work at the register, and I explained to my manager that I had to step away from the register to blow into my device. So as soon as they understood that I'm on a case to where I had to step away from the register, then they had allowed to me because I have 3 hours of window to blow into my device. So I had got that handled, which I told my probation officer as well. So I allowed my manager to understand to where I could keep my job, to where she can move me to a different department to where I won't keep leaving from the register to go blow into my device, so I will not be late.
Not only are you allegedly skipping, not only are you allegedly consuming alcohol, but you also have a prior DWI, felony DWI with a child from a year and a half ago.
Drug test, and I passed all my drug tests, so I'm just impossible because I have, and you can go to, and they took my blood test and my doctors as well too. So I have not consumed any alcohol during my pregnancy or.
Buckle up. This case is pure courtroom chaos. A pregnant defendant accused of drinking while on probation, and her excuse? You won't believe it. She's already got a prior felony DWI involving a child, and now the judge is done with the excuses. From blaming hand sanitizer to skipping drug tests, this showdown gets heated fast. The big question, will she walk out or walk straight into jail? Let's dive in.
Before my pregnancy, and when I stood before you on July 11th, I have not took any alcohol at all. That's the honest truth. And I saw you on the July 11th, and then after that, when I had found out I was pregnant, they took my blood and everything. I have not consumed any liquid of alcohol down my throat.
We have clinicians that evaluate you to determine what the best course of action going forward on this probation is. They've deemed, after doing all their research, that the best way moving forward is to put you into a residential treatment program. I like to follow the advice of the clinicians because they know what they're talking about. Not only, are they saying this, but you're also providing us with evidence as to why it's a good idea. You're saying you're not consuming, but I have concrete evidence that you are, and I have dozens of skip tests when you're not supposed to be skipping.
What
I know.
They said I consume alcohol because that's the day that I emailed my lawyer that day, and I was at work.
It's not a negotiation. That's what they're recommending, and I think that it's a good idea.
So that means I go 45 days, I mean, I lose my job, I lose my apartment, I lose my kids, might end up having a miscarriage because I'm in there for 45 days for something that I did not do. That's the reason why I'm back, because I have not.
So just the only other thing I could offer is maybe Santa Maria. Have the clinicians considered that? Did they know she was pregnant?
The recommendation was a community residential program followed by social work.
They didn't recommend Santa Maria. Did they know she was pregnant?
What's the difference of Santa Maria
It's
versus?
an outpatient drug residential facility treatment center for pregnant females. It's only pregnant females. She can get a bed there reserved for her, but they have to accept her into the program. It's common in felony with pregnant.
Here's where things get real. The judge is weighing a 45-day residential treatment program. Imagine that, pregnant, possibly losing her job, her home, and maybe even her kids. But this isn't random. The clinicians recommended it because of skipped tests and alcohol violations. So here's a question for you. Should personal hardship outweigh public safety when someone's already on probation? Comment below. I want to know your take.
Women, but I don't know what it's like here in Misdemeanor if they even offer the Santa Maria Hospital. But it's supposed to help pregnant women.
Are you married?
Yeah.
Who's taking care of the other kids?
Me,
You don't have any other person in your life?
boyfriend, but I mean,
Okay, so,
Other than-
so you currently live with your boyfriend?
Mhm.
So he's got, possession of the apartment, I would imagine as well. So you're not going to lose your apartment,
Woman's in my name, not his.
okay? I mean, as long as the rent is being paid, but my concern is that you're not consuming alcohol, especially while pregnant, because if you do, you're ensuring a lifelong potential problem with that child. I have evidence here that you're consuming alcohol. I have evidence here that you're refusing to blow into the machine like you're supposed to. And that's why we do these.
But
Recommend.
I'm so
I
sorry.
know that you don't like it, but I'm
No,
sorry.
because I can't just stand here and just, I can understand the skill part, but the actually consuming, drinking alcohol, I can't stand here. And that's on everything I love. I have not consumed any alcohol since you put me on probation. Since we had this last conversation, I have not put a
Have
risk.
evidentiary proof to the otherwise.
Germ must have alcohol in there. So it's like y'all saying that I actually took a cup. I actually put it to my mouth and I actually drunk the alcohol while I'm pregnant. I can't stand here and let that go by and feel like that's okay. Because I knew I have not. And I emailed my probation officer when it happened, when it violated on my device. I'm just national guy. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get him to understand.
I understand that you're upset.
I literally emailed her when the device was violated. When it said violation, I was at work on lunch trying to catch it before 8 o'clock. And that's when it said violation. So I'm trying to figure out, we have hand sanitizer everywhere on the registers. So that's where it came from. It have not come from no alcohol.
It's not hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer doesn't go into the actual tube that you blow into. I mean,
Your
I'm
Honor.
sorry if you,
Your Honor, would you consider if she meets the requirement?
Now, her defense? Hand sanitizer. She says that caused the alcohol reading. But here's the truth. The test measures alcohol from your breath, not your hands. The judge shuts it down immediately. Sanitizer doesn't go in the tube. So, honest mistake? Or a clever excuse to dodge consequences? If you were the judge, would you take that risk while she's pregnant?
For this Santa Maria
of
outpatient,
course.
would you be?
Oh, outpatient.
Yes, Your Honor. In light of the fact,
She's been on probation. We've given her the opportunity to do it on her own. And you're not doing it. So that's why we have this now as the alternative. And I always tell everybody, look, I will give you the opportunity to try it yourself. If you're unable to do it, then we're going to do it my way. And I know that you're not going to like it, but that's the reality. The reality is that we don't want you to consume alcohol, especially while you're pregnant. And I've got evidence to the otherwise. And so the only way is to do it our way. I know you don't like it, and I'm sorry, but that's the reality.
Your Honor, if I may, can I have the date that you say that she tested positive for?
Here, I'll give everything to you. If you want more time to take a look at it, just you guys hang tight, go take a look and we can come back in up here and talk. Don't leave. Otherwise, I'm going to issue a warrant.
Yes, sir.
Francisco Negrete. Mr. Negrete, you're charged with racing on a highway. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On October 20th, 2024, officer observed two motor vehicles traveling on West Grand Parkway in Harris County, Texas. Officer observed the motor vehicles positioned side by side, slowed in pace, then one motor vehicle sped off excessively, then slowed to a speed where both motor vehicles were side by side. The officer observed this on.
And just like that, we flip the script. From probation drama to fast and furious on a Texas highway, this next guy admits they were racing. Rolling starts, revving engines, the full street takeover vibe. The judge lays it out. No racing, no donuts, no car meets, break the rules and your license disappears. Here's what I want to know. Should reckless racers go to jail for risking lives, or are bond conditions enough? Drop your thoughts.
Officer observed both motor vehicles come to a stop at an intersection, roll down the windows, and appear to communicate. Officer observed both motor vehicles rev their engines and speed off excessively when the light changed. A traffic stop was initiated and one motor vehicle sped off. Officer made contact with the defendant. The defendant stated he did not know the driver of the other motor vehicle. He intentionally placed the motor vehicle side by side with the other motor vehicle and stated, "We were rolling," when asked about the purpose of the position. The defendant stated they wanted to find out which car could go faster. He has an eligible driver's license.
Do you have any kind of indication as to how fast they were going? Were they,
I'm looking, Judge. Checking to see if we have the offense report yet, but it doesn't say it in the dim.
Mr. Negrete?
It doesn't say, Judge, I'm sorry.
Mr. Negrete, I'm going to find you probable cause to go forward with your case. I am now putting a condition on your bond not to participate in any racing, street takeovers, donuts, reckless driving. If I find that you do this again, I will take away your privilege to drive. Do you understand? Living in a city as big as Houston without the ability to drive is an awful thing. Do you understand there are proper places to do this? 610 or 59 or the tollway, that's not the right place. It's now a condition of your bond. Do you understand? Are you a citizen of the United States? Are you in this country with or without permission?
With permission.
I don't know if you are or not, but if you go to jail and you're not in this country with permission, or if it's expired and immigration finds you, they will put an immigration detainer on you and you will be stuck in custody until the case is over with and then shipped off to immigration. Do you understand?
Yes.
Can you file those conditions, no racing and et cetera? We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So,
Whoa, plot twist. The judge just dropped an immigration bombshell. If this guy's status isn't in order and he ends up in jail, deportation could be waiting right after. That's not just losing your ride, that's losing your whole life. In the US, do you think that threat will make him think twice before hitting the gas again?
first, I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. Wait a second. You have a Texas driver license?
Yes.
Do you have liability insurance in your name?
Yes.
Okay, you said you ran a license?
Yeah, it's eligible. Judge.
Okay. So I'm going to have you sign a reset. Victoria, we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then we'll send you on your way. When you come back, please have a lawyer.
Right this way.
I wish I could make that coat work for me.
Good.
I wish I could. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Well, let me tell you, We're not very impressed with Miss Martinez, I guess, huh? Is she here?
Well, they are semi-impressed.
At her?
Yes.
Come up, Miss Martinez.
The district attorney has recommended that they extend it, with your permission, 3 months to prove and demonstrate that she can comply with the requirement. She's done everything else. She didn't ever test positive. She just had
Just didn't test.
3 skips and 6 late. That's where she's at. And the CLO was kind enough to give me that information. I asked her if that was her hat over there. She said no.
It's my hat.
Okay.
Yes, so that he's correct. She's completed all of her required classes. She's current on her fees, so she's averaging 4 to 15 skips per month. So they wanted to extend her for 3 months.
She'll have to get a scram. But I will give it to you. She's gonna have to get a scram device so we know. No more skips. Now you must get a scram device, ma'am, so that we know that you're not consuming alcohol. We can't trust you with the device anymore. So we're gonna order you to get a scram device, and then we'll give you the 3-month extension. If you test positive, it's over.
Do I return the device that I have currently, or how does that?
I mean, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
And Yana, may it please the court, I mean, she's in school. She's a college student right now. That's a pretty significant expense. Do you think we might be able to either waive it?
I can if I would. I don't know if I can. I don't think so.
I also have other cases on top.
What do you mean,
Domestic.
other cases on top?
My ex-partner assaulted me in February, so I'm also dealing with that. And CPS, he assaulted one of my kids this past August. So I'm also dealing with
You
those
separated from this person, or you know?
Yes, no, we're separated. I have a protection order now.
Just stay away. And, you know, it's not the end of the world, but you have to understand that when you have an open case, you know, your partner will use it against you as leverage in CPS cases, in divorce.
2 stories, 1 courtroom, and consequences that hit like a freight train. A pregnant mother fighting for her freedom after probation violations, and a street racer learning that speed can cost more than his car. If these cases shocked you as much as they did us, smash that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom drama. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.
Divorce cases, in custody cases, and that's what they do. So you got to be careful. Don't give anybody leverage so that they can use it against you. You know, this is the opportunity that you have, and it's a very great opportunity, because if you complete it, the case gets dismissed, and now you're here because you have violations. I'm going to tell you now, it's no tolerance.
No, may it please the court. Could we, and I understand it's expensive to get that device. Could we set it for, say, if she gets it and then in a month, see how she's doing? Because I mean, she's just struggling as it is.
I'll have it with you. Half the time, a month and a half.
Okay.
No skips. She's doing well. We'll come back. She'll have to have the other device.
Okay.
Right? And then I'm down with that, Mike.
Thank you
But
very much.
like I said, any positives, and I don't care what it is, there's absolutely no tolerance now. I will not give you anything positive, I will not reset your case anymore, and I'll immediately set your case for trial. You understand? There's just no excuse. If you need to find an outlet, if you are, you know, having a rough time with life in general, there are other releases that you can use. Alcohol is not a good one.
And as I said, she has to modify her behavior so that she tests within the period of time. I mean, they're not indicating so far that she's tested positive. She just.
We don't have blows to prove it. And that's
I understand that. And that's all the evidence we got.
When you don't test, we make assumptions. And the assumption is that you're drinking, and that's why you don't want to test.
Some of those, I can say that there was a couple of them that were late, not on time, but I did late because my sleep schedule has been off due to college and dealing with, you know, the cases.
The judge he's made the decision.
You don't have to
We
say
have to have it for 45 days.
You don't, we make assumptions. And
So where does she go to get that? Okay.
so Mike, halfway, she's good, then we'll.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Thank
All
you.
right.
6 weeks, Judge?